Today we're gonna be talking about something important. With the next investor call just coming in a few days and the next reveal trailer coming in a few days as well, I feel like this is a pretty important video to make to what we know about Battlefield 6 gameplay so far. Let's try to reach 500 likes today. I'm your host, Battlefield Central. Thank you so much. It has a meaning, and that means a lot to me. But let's talk a bit more about Battlefield 6 gameplay overall. Overall, DICE doesn't actually give us a lot of info on their game. Sure, they tease such as all-out warfare and mayhem, but not really giving us any specifics. Now, they have heavily hinted at modern 128 players. Last time I talked about Battlefield 6 confirmed information from DICE. I mostly mentioned the previous gen consoles, how the game will actually work, and what DICE has said about the game. This time, we have to look a bit more in detail what the insiders have been saying. And there should be three aspects of the next Battlefield: a Battle Royale game, a multiplayer game, and then the single player / campaign game. Now, what's very important to note here is that there has been nothing mentioned by DICE of single player or a campaign of itself. And we all love campaigns. We even are expecting a co-op mode by some sources from inside. What's very important to note, maybe there's not gonna be any single player or multiplayer campaign because there was no info about it right now. No mentions from DICE, no mentions on the investor call, and no mentions from the insider themselves. The main focus of the next Battlefield game is its core multiplayer. The Battle Royale actually does get left forgotten a lot when we're talking about it. Specifically, the Battle Royale doesn't have much info by itself. And here's what we can expect for Battlefield 6 multiplayer. Multiplayer will be very expansive. Now, the first thing I can expect when the launch happens is actually more maps than ever before. So for example, if we got 6 to 8 maps on release, you should be expecting at least 12 maps in my honest opinion. Multiple studios have been working on Battlefield, and Battlefield has been worked on for 4 to 5 years. It's very likely possible they're gonna be wanting to show what the next gen features are, how strong the RTX graphics are. I feel like the modern Revolution will be shown at some point on multiple locations on multiple maps, and it makes total sense to bring a few extra maps to draw new players in. If the new Battlefield comes on the Xbox Game Pass, which it has been rumored that it will come on the new Xbox Game Pass, it is very likely that a lot of new players will want to test specific and different maps and then decide if they want to play this game more or even buy it. What you really have to consider is that these players, so what they want is a lot of content to actually test the stuff out. This is like millions and millions of players that will later on be converted to play Battle Royale and so on. There have been previous leaks that in the game, we're actually going to be seeing multiple buildings getting destroyed. Now, you're probably like, Battlefield Central, we already saw this before. Well, this gets a bit more exciting. A lot of these buildings will have different destruction points, so they can be destroyed at any level, at any time, and a bit on a different scenario. It seems like there is a lot to go on about destruction that even hasn't been leaked yet. For this point, this is why DICE and EA are hiding Battlefield so much. They're trying to tease us up for the big reveal. The big reveal will most likely feature all of this advanced destruction, all of the advanced players, as Tom Henderson, the insider, has been talking about it. And Battlefield 6 Battle Royale will most likely follow the same feature. You know, Battle Royale games really have to stand out nowadays, and Battlefield has a simple advantage. In Battle Royale, if you can destroy buildings, that is a game changer. No other Battle Royale game has that. Destruction is the core idea of all Battlefields, and if they can bring this to the next Battlefield Battle Royale, it seems like you will be jumping from Ospreys sooner than ever. And yes, I do feel Battle Royale will be some sort of a huge map where you can drop into these locations, destroy random buildings you want, and then collect weapons and work up with your squad to become the #1. I'm not sure about the vehicles. We haven't been getting any big leaks for Battle Royale in itself, but I'm pretty sure the Battle Royale is still in development and it will only be coming somewhere around next year. Now, with that in mind, we also have to consider the advanced weather destruction for both multiplayer and Battle Royale. Now, in Battle Royale, it might not be as frequent, but in multiplayer, it's what keeps me pretty excited. Not only are we going to see tornadoes, floods, and more, we're also going to be seeing a bit more of an upgraded Revolution that we have seen in Battlefield 4. Of course, there's going to be upgrades upgraded versions of attachments as said by the insider, and improved features that weren't in Battlefield 5 or were lacking Battlefield 5 were also heavily hinted. Now DICE usually gives us only vague responses by saying a love letter to the fans, which basically means that this game is gonna be something everyone wants. It's gonna be a mix of Battlefield 3 and 4, it's gonna be the mix of the most popular Battlefield games, but with an upgraded version, so everyone is happy. So let's just get started with the Battle Royale and then move on to multiplayer. I believe the Battle Royale will actually feature some advanced destruction. Now, I do not think it will actually get revealed on the same day as multiplayer. Simply put, Warzone did have the same idea. They put Warzone at a different timeline than Modern Warfare. And what exactly happened? Well, Warzone became a national-wide success all over the world. It's pretty exciting to see simple Battle Royale free-to-play game become such a huge hit. While on Modern Warfare, on the other hand, is still a very popular game, it's nowhere near the success of Warzone. But first, we have to experience the core gameplay of Battlefield multiplayer. It also seems like that Battlefield will have more vehicles than ever before for more players. So that is something I find really exciting, especially because I want to drive, multiple Ospreys with my squad and teammates and then drop down on specific locations or objectives. I want to be really tactical about this, and I really love the DICE and how they are implementing the idea. Now, I do have some good news and I do have some bad news. It's very possible that there is going to be no campaign, as I said before. And that most possible reason is because all of the effort they put into the campaign, they can just put into new mechanics. There can be a small, short campaign instead, but I feel like if they make a really small campaign or no campaign at all, they instead put a lot of that energy that gets put into campaign to the next Battle Royale, to the next multiplayer, and to the all future content for years to come. This is just the beginning of Battlefield franchise. Like, we are getting a new mobile game, and this basically tells you a lot. Like, don't be surprised if in the future we even get some kind of remasters, especially because it's the 10th year of Battlefield 3's anniversary. There is a lot of mystery to uncover here. And if you want to play Battlefield 6 early, you'll actually have that luck. Now, Battlefield 6 will most likely be open alpha and open beta, which means you can get early access to it and play it at early stages. Now, that is good news. Open alpha should be coming around August, which is very exciting. And then open beta should be coming around September-ish. More on that should be given by DICE pretty much soon. And the reason I didn't theorize here a lot, because I feel like you deserve the full news for Battlefield 6. The full news for everything that will happen in the game and what you should expect. And there's a huge reason that I love talking about Battlefield. A lot of the leaks and a lot of the insider information we have, it's only a portion of the game. I feel like the game will be much bigger than we can ever imagine. So for example, if you're imagining, I don't know, Revolution right now, it might be a bit more advanced than that. It might be having a few extra features we are still yet unaware of. And this is what I love about the next Battlefield game. So much to talk about, so much to look forward to, and seriously, just a few days away, I'm looking forward. It's time to get excited. I'm Battlefield Central, and if you want more content like this, be sure to drop that like. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate you being here. Seriously, thank you so much.